it's Snow White, and today I'm gonna be making a dress, and I just wanted to make a little vlog. Okay, so rough sketch of what we're gonna be making today. And this is the fabric, so it's like super stretchy, super comfy. It's like a Skims like fabric, and yeah. So step one is to make like that tube top type of moment. Step two is to cut like the skirt and then make it like kind of ruffled. And then step three is the little like arm sleeves. So how I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna take my cutesy little pink measure tape and I'm gonna put it around the smallest part of my body, so my little waist. And we're at 26 inches. Let me stand up, make sure. Yeah, we're at 26 inches. So I'm gonna make the tube top 26 inches because then it's gonna be like. I also want to take the measure tape and like frame it where my armpit is basically. And then as far down as I want like the tube top moment to stop before like the little floofy skirt comes in. So I don't want it to be like right here. I want it to be like more like right here. Like not where my waist is or like where your normal line is, but more like where your coochie starts, like a little bit before your coochie. So dun, dun, dun. I'm thinking like 16 inches. 16 inches is good, so I'm gonna cut 17 just in case. But yeah, it's basically the vibe. Sorry, I just had to let that go. While he will be anywhere and everywhere that he shouldn't be. Like if I need to be there doing something, he's gonna be there, like in the way. Can you please move? Please? Can you please stop? Stop. Stop. I'm serious. Oh, stop. Mimi, stop. Stop. Do we need a... We are not gonna beef right now. We're gonna take our cute little pink measure tape because we're girls and we're hot, so we like pink. You know what I mean? And we're gonna take this little like corner piece because we want to save as much fabric as we can and mark off with some chalk, like 17 and a half, just in case, also with like, ooh, I can't see the chalk, up the chalk. Okay, so with the pencil, we'll make like a light mark where we want to cut. And 17, and then we're gonna go this way and do 26. Okay, so we're gonna cut. I started making clothes when I was in 7th grade. I was homeschooled for a year because I was moving from Florida to Minnesota. And I took like a fashion course. I was also like obsessed with Gossip Girl. I think everybody my age kind of was. I'm 22, by the way. And yeah, I like loved Jenny Humphrey. I wanted to be Jenny Humphrey. I wanted to go to fashion school. And I started learning how to sew and things. I wasn't good. Trust me, I was not good. I wasn't good for a really long time. I still don't even know if I'm that good. Like every day I get humbled. But you learn something every time you make something. So really like if you love something or you have a passion for something, you just have to try it and allow yourself room to fail as well. So with me, like making clothes is definitely, like I love creating things, but making clothes is definitely like the most ego-driven thing that I do because I guess it's just like what I'm most passionate about. So then I get like really disappointed if something doesn't turn out exactly as I envisioned. But that's just like the process of it. Like sometimes you'll be like screaming, ripping up the stitches and go back to zero after spending like 40 hours on like a dress, you know? But it's all worth it when something does come out the way that you want it to. Because you're like, damn, I made that. And then you gotta wear it out, and then you just feel like bad. Like you're bad. Like no one can beat me. I'm iconic. I'm also like a Leo, so I think it's just in my bones to be iconic. Like I'm just meant to be a star. Nothing bugs me more than wearing an outfit someone else's. Like I just hate being original. I'm not original. I'm special. I'm one of a kind. I'm an icon. So I need to make my own clothes because I cannot match with people. I'm not meant to match with people. I started kind of getting back into it when I was making like rave clothes, because I used to be really into raves. Those clothes are like teeny tiny and like sparkly and cool. So I really love that. I grew up in cheer, so I loved wearing sparkles and bows and whatever else. Okay, so this is our moment so far. Yeah, I made a few rave outfits and I loved them, but now I'm just trying to get more into like actual clothes because I'm also weaning away from my rave era. Sad, but I'm no longer 18. I'm no longer, I don't know, I feel like I don't have time to waste like that anymore. Like, not to say that it's like a waste of time, because it's definitely not. It's like fun, it's good memories. I don't know, I've been to like damn near 20, so I'm fried. I'm done. I've hit my limit. Too many nightmare walls, okay? I got yoga certified and I started going towards, well, I tried to kill myself. Let's be real, okay? I tried to kill myself. And that was kind of like the biggest nightmare wall, and just like a eye opener to where like I just never want to feel that way ever again. And for me, it was about changing my environment, people I hung out with, and the things that I did. Because obviously like what I was doing was having an impact on my mental health significantly. So yeah, I like separated myself there and started like making different choices and decisions, and then I got yoga certified and I just really got in touch with my spiritual. I've always been like kind of like a manifester, like even when I was kind of depressed and everything. But it kind of went away from me in that dark era, and then it came back to me, and I've always been super spiritual. I believe in God and a higher power. And with yoga, I just got to know a lot more about myself and my body and my mind and my like energy centers, and like really what makes me feel like a goddamn woman. And I've just been tapping into that. I've just been in touch with that and trying to do more of that. And it's been good. I love my life. I'm feeling great. I sometimes like look back on those times and I'm like, oh, that was like such a fun era, like such a careless, free era. But there's still so much freedom and having control over my mind and things like that. So I don't know, closing a door, opening another one, it's always good. Growth is good. And I feel like just like a woman. I feel like I'm getting older. I feel like I'm really in love with my body and my mind and my soul, and that's just a great feeling to have. I love doing things that make me feel like horny, I suppose, where I'm just passionate. This makes me feel fucking turned on. So I just want to do more things like that. And honestly, since I've started meditating and doing things like that, I'm able to reach states of euphoria without any sort of substance. And yeah, there's power in having a light inside of you that's almost godly, where you just trust it and you feel good and you don't need anything to make you feel good. Like on the external, you make yourself feel good, and that's magnetic. And that's kind of where I am. So, little story about me. I also just want to make myself proud. Like I want to make my mom proud and my grandma proud, and my like 7th grade self who is learning how to sew proud, and all the versions of me. I dropped out of college and I started working when I was 19, I think. And I learned a lot in the workforce. I'm learning every day more and more about just myself and things that I love. And what I also learned is that I really don't want to settle in a career that I don't love, like that I'm not obsessed with. So that's why I put myself out there in things like YouTube, and I have a podcast, and I make clothes, because I don't know, while I'm young, I want to live freely and just put myself outside the box and just see what I'm capable of. Because if you do something for long enough with enough dedication and determination, it will happen for you. And as long as you're in love with the journey, nothing else really matters. Like, I don't need $1 million right now to be happy. I just need some fabric. Okay, so now we're gonna face the first piece down, and then we're gonna put the tiger print facing the other tiger print. I feel like fashion is the easiest way to express yourself. Because I'm so passionate about it, I guess it's kind of like my first impression of people. I don't want that to sound superficial or anything, but like what you like kind of put yourself out, like how you put yourself out to the public, I feel like says a lot about you. And I love like sparkles and cheetah prints and tiger prints and like just like fun fabrics. And I also like looking classy and sleek. And then we're gonna take our little pins, pink of course, with our little pink tomato. I know it's tomato, I just wanted to say tomato. And then we're gonna pin the sides, and you know, it kind of seemed big, so I'm gonna pin it like almost an inch in, like a half of it, like 3/4 of an inch in on both sides, because I like it tight and like slim fitting. So we're gonna do it like that. So I'm out of pins, probably need like 2 more, 3 more right there. So I'm just gonna do this side first and then finish up that side with the pins. I don't know what going on here. We're doing it though. Okay. Let's talk about reality creation, because what a fun subject. Did you know that you can create your life? Did you know that you're not a victim to your life? Because a lot of people don't. They're not like a victim, but just like, I don't know, like don't settle. Don't settle for a regular schmegular life, because you don't have to, especially now. You know, there's so much opportunity out there. You just have to go for it and have enough confidence to go for it. If you like that sort of stuff, like reality creation, manifestation, self-help, or whatever like that, I have a podcast that I feel like is really informative for that. It's also like a bit goofy, but it, I think, definitely helps. I think knowing yourself also helps, because it's hard to have dreams and passions if you don't know what you like. And it's really easy, like for instance, when I was like blonde and in my party girl phase, like I didn't know myself, you know, and I wasn't creating anything. Sometimes I miss that little mindless phase, but at the same time, like right now, I'm just thriving. Like I would never go back in time. Like I've learned what I learned, and I'm glad that it happened exactly as it did. But I'm so happy that like I know myself now, and I've taken the time to know myself. I feel like journaling really helps you know yourself. Journal prompts. I've done every self-help book there ever is, like ever. There's a book called You Can Heal Your Heart. I like that one because it like kind of goes through, it's like having a little therapist, like that book. I waited. When I went to San Diego State, I talked to a psychiatrist once, and she diagnosed me with severe depression and anxiety and gave me like 3 pills to take. And like I was on SSRIs, I was on, I think it was Prozac and Trazodone and something else. And I don't know, I literally talked to her for like 20 minutes, and then they put me on a wait list. Took a year to get a therapist, a freaking year. And then I had that therapist for 2 months until like she had to go move on to a next girl. And I don't know, I felt like the system was just messed up and there was no hope for me and whatever. But then I started reading books and just taking it into my own hands, and I learned so much. And I've always been more, I guess, of like a self-taught person. Like even in school, like I could teach myself, I'd rather teach myself. So that's what worked for me. And libraries, like, you don't have to, books can get expensive, so if you go to like a library, they'll have a lot of resources for you as well. You'd be so surprised at what you can find at a library. You want to show, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you guys what I have like checked out from the library right now. They're not self-help books because I'm kind of like, I'm not past that phase, but I swear I've read them all. And now I just know like a lot of tips and tricks of like how to deal with my mental health and deal with like my cycles and stuff like that too. You can check out as many books as you want from a library, as many books as you want. So, book haul, I have herbal remedies and handbooks. I struggled bad with cystic acne for a while, and I really got into healing with herbs and internally, as opposed to like putting products and stuff externally, because it's really an internal thing. It's also like regulating your nervous system and things like that. So I really got into like holistic healing and things like that. With depression as well, there's so many herbs that help with depression and anxiety. So that's kind of why I'm on that era. I talk a lot about that too in like my podcast and stuff. Then this one is Encyclopedia of Needlework, because I've been learning how to crochet and I am obsessed with like fun crochet patterns, like lacy type of things, which goes into like my next one, but it shows you like how to do just every needlework thing ever. Like, it's really cool. So it's like an old, I don't know, it's a cool book. Then Meditation Made Easy. I told you guys I try to meditate every single day for at least like 30 minutes. I usually meditate 10-15 minutes in the morning and 10-15 minutes at night. And learning how to meditate and just different meditation habits or like focus points when you're meditating, that's great. So sometimes it can feel repetitive and it's impossible to like recreate a meditation. Like, sometimes you'll have a really good meditation and you'll try to recreate it and it's really hard to do that. So it's good to mix it up and like have different focal points of your meditations and whatever. And then this one's handmade lace patterns. So like I said, like in the lace and crocheting, and I want to like start knitting maybe, but like I think when I'm making clothes, I want to make like a lacy type of garment. That'd be really cool if I could do that handmade. So more knitting patterns and essentials. Ancient Remedies. This is actually the second time I've checked this book out because it says so many good things, or it has so many good things about acne and your body and regulating your nervous system, and this is a really good book. Like, out of any of these, I would say get that one and just like skim it. Like, it's really good. It's Secrets to Healing with Herbs, Essential Oils, CBD, and the Most Powerful Natural Medicine in History. And then this one's The Ultimate Guide to Energy Healing. I haven't really sat with this one too much, but I love that. I love this stuff. It makes me horny. And then, needle crafts. So this is what I'm on right now. Sometimes I like to read like science fiction and fiction books, but right now I'm kind of in my nonfiction era. I like nonfiction because I like learning and growing and evolving. I like science fiction and fiction when I'm kind of depressed, when I kind of want to escape reality. So this means that I'm doing good. I'm actually going to Electric Forest again this year. So I went once last year. I went to North Coast too after that. But I was going to say that was like my last festival I went to, but I went to North Coast too. But I'm excited to go back. I had like really great times there and really bad times there. So I don't know. I met my boyfriend there and he loves that stuff and he's definitely still in that phase. So I'm kind of just tagging along with him, and our friends are going, my friends are going, so that'll be fun. I'm excited to make outfits for it. And I love that they do yoga there. It's over, I think it's over summer solstice, and when like there's a full moon, so it's like a holy day, like a spiritual day. And that's always so fun. I really love the atmosphere at Forest. It's unlike any other festival I've ever been to. And it's a lot of art centered and creativity. I feel like every time I go to festivals, I do really get inspired, especially fashion wise, because the fashion is so avant-garde. There's a yin yang to festivals, so I'm in a weird in between period, because I still want to have fun, I still want to be young and enjoy my life, and I still like love the music and things, but there is like a lot of, I guess, devil in the air at festivals. But on the same coin, there's a lot of like godly type of, like there's just as much good as bad, is what I'm trying to say. And it's really who you surround yourself, who you go with, and what you're trying to take out of the experience as well, because you don't have to go there and just like, I mean, it'd be so hard to go there and get fucked up every single day. Like, it's like a 5-day experience. I don't know how people even do that. I can't even do one day. I can't drink anymore at all. And, yeah, I don't know. There's things that I still want to do in life, but there's also like, I'm kind of into a slower pace nowadays. Like, I like taking things slow. I don't like to overexert my body, and I like to be comfortable. Like, I'm more of like a spa girly than a camping in like a homeless community cosplay type of thing. And I hope that's not offensive. Like, I hope that doesn't get me canceled, but that's what a festival kind of feels like. You're just lined up with tents. You guys are just intense, and there's just limited resources, and you're out there surviving. It's like, it's tough. And I'm really putting that all on my boyfriend. And I'm just there to be a fun time. But yeah, there's definitely gonna be fun memories made, and you get just a special type of experience with friends. Like, you don't really get that in normal day-to-day life. I don't know, I'm just not much of a partier anymore, so it's an in-between phase for me. It really is. But you can definitely still go there sober and like have a great time, and that's really my goal. I'm really trying to be as sober as possible 2025 and in the future to come, because there's nothing like clarity. There's nothing like having peace of mind in clarity. And I also feel like there's just a power, I think I already said this, but like just a power in being so fucking happy without needing anything that is causing that happiness. I also want to kind of be that example for others, I guess. Like, you can do these things, go like and have these experiences, but still have a regulated nervous system and a sound mind, and be, for me, I guess it seems morally correct. Like, I don't judge people for doing things, but I judge myself for doing things. So it's like more just like, I'm making myself proud, I'm making myself happy, I'm just doing what's right by me, you know what I mean? I'm serving my body well. And there's a lot of healing aspects to Electric Forest, as opposed to other festivals. Like, some festivals I definitely think lack like the healing aspect, like Rolling Loud. Like, fuck Rolling Loud. It's just fun. It's fun to headbang. It's fun to dance. It's fun to let loose. It's fun to be with friends. It's fun to be in the middle of the forest. For 5 days, it's a little much, because it's only like a mile wide. So it's not that big. And there's a lot of people. But it's not as many people as some festivals. So it's just so surprising. Like, I'm just not 18 anymore. That's just the only thing that I really have to say. I'm not 18 anymore. Like, I can't do that. Like, I can't go to Coachella and like camp. Like, I'm not 18 anymore. And I think a lot of people wait till later in life, or some people don't experience that even ever. So I'm really thankful that I've had those experiences, and I've had like that type of fun. but I'm over it. I'm ready to like go sit front row at fashion shows and travel the world and like do ayahuasca in the jungle. That's my vibe. And go on like yoga retreats, travel. I'm going to Japan this year. I'm so excited. I'm going in October with my boyfriend and we're gonna have the best time ever. Did you guys know that Japan has a Hello Kitty town? A town that's all Hello Kitty. I'm obsessed with Hello Kitty. It's my vibe. Definitely. I think all baddies are. It's just part of the baddie, like, ambiance to love Hello Kitty because she's so cute and pink, you know? How could you not love her? I think the biggest inspiration from festivals is definitely the artists. Like, look at that artist putting themselves out there and look how far they've come and look at what they created and the crowd that they can create such a vibe with the crowd. And I think that is just the most beautiful thing. And I think that is the most godly thing. I'm sorry if like me saying God kind of turns you off. Like, I don't mean God as like some man in the sky that like, I mean like God as like the air and the snow and the breeze and the ocean and just this beautiful world that is like created and crafted so perfectly. And I think like how you can embody like a godly or goddess, let's say goddess, I like that better, like a goddess type of energy is by creating. Like that is like expressing yourself, and expression is goddess like to me. So when those artists are up there and then they have like the little visuals that go with their songs, and there's just so much art and people and community that goes into all of that, and you just see them having the best time ever. Oh, I would love that. I would love to be on stage like controlling a crowd. If you guys have ever seen like dubstep or raves or whatever, I don't know if you know, like Shaq is a DJ, and he says that he does it because it's like the most comparable thing to him like playing a game, like where the adrenaline rush, where you control a crowd and you're just like, it's so much energy. It's so much energy. And the people that can create that much energy and that much movement and happiness within a crowd, they make money and they're abundant because they're creating energy. Money is an energy. Okay, part 1 is done. Now I'm gonna start cutting out the fabric for my skirt. Okay, so we've got like our little tube top moment. And then what I have here, is it gonna be a different, it is, I kind of like that though, how like the skirt is horizontal and the top is like long. I kind of like that. So this is like a bigger square folded in half, and what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna cut it where that half line is, and then I'm gonna sew them together. So it's gonna be double this length because I want to basically like start stitching it on the bottoms like, let me see it there. So it's gonna be like across the bottom, like kind of bunched, going one way and then the other way, like so it gives like a little, I don't know, you guys get it. Okay, so this is what one of the sides looks like on the inside. You can see it's all ruffled. I'm gonna sew that up and then pin the other side, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. She fine, she sexy, she cute. So she love to get loose out my way. So anyways, this is the dress thus far. As you can tell, it's like, I don't know if you can really tell. It's cute as fuck. But it's kind of bunched, like in the tube top area. It's bunchy in like the tightest part of my hip, so I made it a little bit too big, so I'm gonna take it in like maybe an inch, half an inch on each side, something like that. And then my little skirt is just the cutest little moment I've ever seen. I love it. It's so comfy. It's so cute. I did really good with this. It's a little long for my liking, I guess. Might just be a little long, especially if I like lengthen her, you know. That's definitely too long. I don't know, because the back is like a good length for me. Like, this is cute. This is nice. Let me pull it down a little bit. But this is like good length in the back. I like how it sits in the back. But in the front, it's a bit long for my taste. So I think I'm just gonna hem it like an inch in the front and like as little as I can in the back. I'm gonna do the little sleeves, but I'm done for today. Okay, I'm done for today. I think, yeah. She bad. Okay. So I pinned the bottom. I'm actually just gonna show it to you guys laying down. But the front, I pinned like an inch and a half at the most. And then the back, I pinned like a centimeter, like 2 centimeters at the most, because the back is, I got a rumpy dump in the back, you know, so it makes it a little shorter naturally. And the front, I just want to be like, you know, cutesy. I want to, yeah, you get the vibes. But see, so the front and then the back is like that much. And it kind of tapers into it, so. We're gonna take the measure tape right in our armpit and we're gonna see, it's 11 inches. So I'm gonna make 11 by 4 inches because then it's gonna be 2 inch thick when I sew it. So we've got a tube and then you just gotta reverse the tube. Voila. I pinned it on. I'm gonna try it on before I sew it so that I know that it looks good. Oh my god. I wanted to make like a neck thing. I don't think it's gonna fit. Okay, maybe. Okay, catch it on the eyebrows, pull. Okay. No. How am I gonna get this off if I duped it on? Okay, I think I can. Ugh. Jesus. Never. I'm literally gonna have to like cut this off. Okay, I'm done with the dress. Let me try it on. I'll show you guys. I feel so proud of this. I love it. Cute. I'll do a spin. Oh, I love it. I think this is my favorite thing I've ever made. It's so comfy. It's cute. I like the little neck addition. Look how cute. Anyways. So now I'm gonna do my makeup and obviously take pictures. That was this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know if you liked it. I love you, snowflakes. I'll see you soon.